I've got some shit I'm supposed to be doing today. I just recorded the last 2 episodes of Ford Racing 2 yesterday, so you'd think maybe at least I could be recording, say, Need for Speed, or Rally Sport Challenge, or even finally getting back to recording TT Superbikes, like I said I would, after I finally unlocked the Kawasaki Ninja in MotoGP. But we're back here again, because I enjoy playing this game, and that's the important thing. And I just remembered I had a couple things to talk about. I've got a load of shit to do today, but after I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do all the shit that I was supposed to do today, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to record some Ford Racing, probably. So here's what we've got to talk about today. It's Tuesday. My fucking family's finally coming back from their 10-day trip to Greece tomorrow. So I've got to get all the fucking washing up and the clothes washed and everything that they left behind for me to do and that I haven't touched this entire time. So that's going to be a fun little activity for the whole family. Well, actually, it's a fun little activity for me to do, which is going to be nice. I'm really happy that they left me to do that shit. I'm so pleased. You can't even imagine how happy I am to be stuck doing that. Then I've got to add another chapter to the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 debacle that's been going on. I like the Tony Hawk games. My first one that I played was actually I remember playing, I think it might have been, actually I have no idea what it was, but I remember the map was this like dingy sort of back alleys kind of area. It might have been Underground or Underground 2 maybe. This was back when I was in primary school and I used to go around my mate Josh's house all the time and we played Need for Speed Underground 2 in a free race mode or free roam mode and didn't actually do any racing or unlock anything. Anyway, I like Tony Hawk games, so I bought American Wasteland, and I mean it's a cringe game. You know how it is. The story is super mega cringe, but actually skateboarding and stuff is pretty enjoyable. The only problem is that the maps don't flow very well. So I got another Tony Hawk game after I spent a long time fucking around with Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX, because I prefer BMX to skateboarding. Hang on. I've got something to talk about with this truck as well, but we'll get the Tony Hawk story out of the way first. Anyway, I got Tony Hawk's Project 8 as well, and that's just okay. Not really a huge fan of that. And I've got Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2, and I haven't even played that yet, because I got it on the original Xbox, and when I'm just fucking around playing games in my free time, I prefer to play PS2. So maybe I'll do a video series on one of my millions of channels of actually finally getting around to playing Matt Hoffman. But the point is, everyone says that the real classic Tony Hawk game, the skateboard game to end all skateboard games, is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. So I've been dying to play it for quite a while, because I'm a king of the early 2000s. That's my whole deal. We got to the lava section of the track a bit quicker than I thought we would, so I'll talk about it next time. Bye. Something trying to get Pro Skater 3. Right, so I actually did buy Pro Skater 3 last week. And I brought it home, and I put it in my PS2, and the PlayStation 2 logo went boom up onto the screen, like you know how it does. We've all played PS2 here. And then the screen went black. And it stayed black. And it stayed black. And it stayed black. So I took the game back to the shop, and they refunded me my £2.50. And then I went home disappointed and let down. And then yesterday, while I was out buying oil for my bike and you know, new pair of trousers, because I only have one pair of trousers that actually fits me. So yeah, the second pair was a little bit small. I mean, I could get them on, they were a bit uncomfy, so I went and bought a second pair. And while I was there in the big shopping centre, I went across to the old video gaming shop, and lo and behold, they had what appeared to be another copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. So I bought it, and it was the same one that didn't work. So now today I've got to take it back again. And I make sure that I don't buy fucking Tony Hawk from the same shop again. I don't really want to order it online. But, I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. Anyway, this truck used to be my least favourite car in this entire game. Because it has by far the highest ride height. It's the tallest vehicle in the whole game. And for whatever reason, I just never liked driving it. Probably, I think it's also, I mean, obviously after, oh, there he goes, look, he spun around. Yeah, pickup trucks in this game, you got to be careful, because they like going around in circles. Ford Racing 3, I know, well, Ford Racing 3, there are a lot more options for off-road cars, so you don't have to drive, you know, a pickup truck if you don't want to, you know, because they included a couple of more rally cars and stuff. So I don't have that much experience, because I'm not too big of a pickup truck guy, although I have been getting into them kind of recently, because my dad actually bought one. I might have mentioned this before, I don't think I did though. He got a 2002 Ford Ranger with great big alloy wheels, and he wants to turn it into a flatbed for taking the sidecar to scrambles. And he tried hooking the trailer up to it, but the tow bar is so high up, you know, it'd be at a huge angle, it wouldn't really work out. That lava track, that's the only thing that this game has that's better than Ford Racing 3. The Ford Racing 3, it has one or two tracks where you have to go through water, but there aren't any tracks where you got to go through lava. So that's the one edge that this game has on its sequel. I never understood why the bumpers and shit on this truck stick out so far, and the foot platforms and shit as well, because the one that I was just driving, the green one, I think it's another, that's a slightly older F-150, I think. This is another F-150. This was the one that was new when the game came out, because that one's loads taller than this, and it doesn't have any fucking steps to get into it, and then this one does, and there you go. Well, I said that I'd brought a few things to talk about to this episode, but because of the way that I told the Tony Hawk story, it kind of interrupted the, you know, my least favorite car in this game story. And then the real life pickup truck story, I'm not familiar with too many of the details of that one just yet. Although my granddad likes pickup trucks as well, and every time he comes over he has to inspect Dad's pickup truck. And you know, the more you're around a pickup truck, the better they seem. You know, you start getting interested, it's weird. Especially when you're around a couple of guys that have always wanted pickup trucks, and now one of them finally has one. Exciting times. Exciting times. I think they only put you go around the lava track once in the in Ford Challenge mode. Because this track, obviously I've raced before, and the one, I don't know if we all remember it by now, but the one where I drove the EX Concept, the dune buggy type deal, the one that went sort of by a lake, and there's a big rusted out container ship in the background, or by the side of the track. I think they might only put you around that one once. They like using temple ruins, this track, and they like using the desert tracks a lot, and those are the only two off-road areas in this game. There's no snow. Ford Racing 3 has snow, and I won't go too much over what Ford Racing 3 has, because I'm going to be playing it soon, because of how close I am to being done with this game. It's only a little game. Seeing as I haven't fucked up at all, I think I have enough time left in this episode. Well, I probably don't, but I'm going to do it anyway. Got enough time to go through and unlock yet another car. We'll go for the F350, and then you can look forward to seeing Colin McRae's Ford Focus next week, if you at all look forward to it. You probably don't. Here we go. This is an interesting truck. Look, it's got double wide back wheels. It's like a lorry. And to be honest, I don't think it really needs them, because, I mean, sure, it's a bit bigger than the F-150 and that kind of stuff, but it's not, you know, it's not ridiculously bigger. So, you know, not entirely sure where they, or why they decided they needed extra wheels. Especially because they don't do a lot for the traction of the car, because it seems that of all of the pickup trucks in the game, the F350 is one that the AI likes to spin out in the most. Also, I think this might be a race exclusively for F350s. Because you can, that is an option you can do in the... Oh, shit. Yeah, it takes a long time to get reset. Yeah, this car is really easy to get it very wrong. Or this truck, sorry. The AI likes to spin out in it. I like to flip over in it. I flipped over in it when I was a kid, and I just flipped over in it again. Although, it is easier to correct a slide. I think in any other truck I would have gone around on that corner, but I held it together, more or less, just then. So, you know, you got to take the bad with the good. And the bad also includes not having a great turn-in. Alright, second and first aren't too far ahead. I can still see them. However, I am stuck in a fight for third, which is less than ideal. And I'm probably going to have to restart. But we'll see how she goes. Because I just quite comfortably took third. And I'm already closing in on the leaders. I've only got one lap to make 2 passes though, although they've both done exactly the same thing and spun it more or less sideways, and the guy that was in second ended up going all the way around in a circle, so I only have to make 1 pass now, although I do have to close the gap. And my own line, the extra wide line, we'll call that, through the final corner, hasn't helped me pick up any time. Alright, he's all over the place on the entrance to the tunnel. I'm all over the place on the entrance to the tunnel. He's clipping the wall on the exit of the tunnel. Alright, he's within my grasp. Here we go. Despite getting stuck on my side and having to be reset, it looks almost like I might still be in with a chance on this one. Even if I do have to go a little bit kamikaze into this next corner. No, I don't. He's lost all his momentum. Sliding on the exit of the town. I'll just... Shit! Fuck! Okay. Whew. That looked worse than it was. Although it has put him back in the lead. I didn't mean to go kamikaze into that corner, but I'm going to have to go kamikaze into this next corner. Up is inside. Well, that's... Okay, well that was less kamikaze than I thought. Well, it was a block pass. And against all odds, especially with what happened in that fucking race, I took it first try. Although I didn't quite go as quick around the track as the 65 F100. Anyway. That'll be that for this episode. I think it's still like 9... Oh, it's 20 past 10 in the morning. I'll leave going out till about lunchtime. I can get away with that. And I can leave doing the washing until about lunchtime as well, because the washing machine only takes about 40 minutes to do the stuff. Alright. Get very close to the to finishing the game. I do have to remember to come back and do the Ford GT. Although, I don't think anyone will forget that. I can complete SVT next week. And off-road. And with a bit of luck, depending on what the challenges are, maybe custom as well. A time attack and a standard race. Alright, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And I kind of want to do all of the stock cars in one go. I feel like that shouldn't be too hard. Although... if I remember right, I think one of the stock car challenges is literally impossible to do on hard. Because you don't have enough laps. I don't know. We'll have to find out.